What's going on, everyone? We are back with another rebuild, and today we are going based off of our last two videos. We're continuing the age rebuild, and we are now going to rebuild, or I guess build, the oldest roster ever and try and win a championship. We're not necessarily building the oldest roster ever. What we're doing is we are going to take the oldest teams to ever win an NBA championship, which was the 97-98 Bulls, based off of this equation or whatever, factoring like the minutes everybody played, but we are basically going to build an older team than the oldest team to ever win an NBA championship. Again, 97-98 Bulls, and their age came out to about 32.1, so that's the goal. The 2010-2011 Mavs were actually really old too. That's crazy. Actually, all the Bulls teams were really old. Spurs teams were old. Oh my god. The Heat in 12-13, really? Their average age was 30. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, we're just going to go based off that. We're going to get the fantasy draft going. There's not too much to explain. It's basically the same thing as yesterday's video. Just, the older, not the youngest. So we're going to stop in 3, 2, 1. And we got the Cavs. Hopefully this is a sign, because I was thinking I would want LeBron probably, just because he's 35. Having someone that old, that good, could do wonders for our team. So hopefully we get a top 3 pick. And we don't, which is sad. So we're not going to get LeBron James. Hopefully we have a decent pick. And we don't have a terrible pick. We could pick up Chris Paul right now. Keep him on the team. 41 mil though, that's a little iffy. At the end of the day, we have to average a little bit over 32. So we could probably definitely get a couple 28, 29 year olds. I probably don't want to go under 27 for sure. So like Ben Simmons, Bam, definitely off the table, but we could always use them as trade pieces. And I know Ben Simmons will, be great for a trade, but the thing is, we won't be able to trade for superstars. So we can't get LeBron James. So Chris Paul's going to be our best player. I feel like he's not terribly hard to trade for. I don't think Chris Paul's terribly hard to trade for. So I kind of want to go with someone maybe like a Paul George. Just has really good trade value. Like Westbrook we could trade for. Dude, these guys are just making so much money. This rebuild might actually be really difficult. This might be impossible. I don't know. We also have Kyle Lowry, but again, his contract's 30 mil, so this is all going to be an issue. Contract-wise, it's definitely going to be a big issue. I think I'm just going to take best available Paul George. Usually my teams do really good when I have him. Hopefully we have a nice, good, older player, and we still have Kyle Lowry, so we can take him. That's fine by me. I think we might start going with the young players. LaMarcus Aldridge was just taken. He's a guy I'll probably try and trade for. John Wall could be nice too. Him or Kyle Lowry. John Wall's getting paid a lot more, but he'd be a trade piece. Brook Lopez, actually. I think I should go for Brook Lopez. I won't have to worry about trading for him, but he's not specifically difficult to trade for, and John Wall could actually get us someone I think a lot nicer, and not necessarily a lot nicer, but Brook Lopez is actually still available, but we do still have James Wiseman available, so I think I'm going to go with James Wiseman for the trade value. Again, it's not going to be terribly difficult to get Brook Lopez. We could have Mike Conley as a backup, but again, he's getting paid 35 mil, so that's a no-go. Joe Ingles, 33 years old, 11 mil. Can't complain about that if he ends up being on our team. Again, it's going to be really hard to trade for a lot of guys, so I'm kind of trying to fill out the roster now with how I think it could potentially be like at the end of this video anyway. And so maybe like I won't have to do too many trades. As far as young players left, Kyra Lewis, I think could have a lot of trade value, so we'll pick him up. Again, we have a lot of guys with bigger contracts, so I don't know what I'm trying to say. It'll be easy to trade them. Mason Plumlee, we move these guys to power forwards, and then they become good to trade. But JJ Redick, shooter, gotta get him. real fast. See if there's any centers. There's not. George Hill. We have our guards, I think. Joe Harris at 29. DJ Augustine. Andre Iguodala. No chance. No chance. I think we take like Kelly Olynyk here. So we can just, move him to a power forward. I think I'm going to send the rest of this draft, actually. Let's look at any young guys. Vernon Carey. We'll just take Enes Kanter, and we'll send the rest of this draft. All right, so as far as people that are safe, honestly, I don't know if anybody's safe. Obviously, we're probably going to have to keep like Rudy Gay and Joe Ingles. Paul George, 30 years old. He's only like 2 years off. So honestly, I don't see why we couldn't keep him, especially since we have Kyle Lowry, Joe Ingles, and Rudy Gay right now. This is all dependent on how good of our other positions we get. All right, so the Rockets are rebuilding, and they have Hassan Whiteside, which is awesome. So we're gonna need a smaller contract. Kyra Lewis, if he could get the deal done straight up, that would have been amazing. We'll probably have to throw in a couple seconds on. I feel like we could get this done 2 seconds, and Kyra Lewis gets it done, and we get Hassan Whiteside. It's definitely going to be our starting center. Really helps the age thing right now, 31. Especially with his contract under $2 million. That helps so much. All right, we got Dwight Howard here. We got Enes Kanter, and that actually got the deal done straight up. Oh my gosh, I didn't know what I was going for, but D Rose popped up, 32 years old. I will 100% make that trade. Now we have a cheap point guard option, which is fantastic. All right, we're going to trade for Zubac here just as a better trade asset. All right, so we still have to give up someone good or someone that we need, JJ Redick, but now we have Zubac, who might help the trade a little bit. We'll give them a future first-round pick also. On top of that, another future first-round pick. I don't see us using those really. They don't like that. Do we trade James Wiseman now? I could probably take out a lot. I could probably take out him, and him, JJ Redick, and James Wiseman for the Marcus Aldridge. If I could get another player back, that'd be dope. How much money? 14 mil. Okay, we actually can't do that at all. We're probably gonna have to do that. All right, I'm gonna try and flip John Wall for both Eric Bledsoe and Serge Ibaka. We are gonna have to include another player, so we'll just include our worst player. They're not interested, but they do. This is our counter offer. I can't give up Joe Ingles, but we get Jordan Clarkson. So we have D Rose, Kyle Lowry, Eric Bledsoe, and Jordan Clarkson. So we have all of our guards set. Yeah, we have all of our guards set. We still have Rudy Gay. We'll get Serge Ibaka. I think I'm fine doing this trade. All right, so I totally forgot we actually had Dwight Howard. So our lineup could potentially be done, and this is honestly a solid lineup. Eric Bledsoe, Kyle Lowry, Paul George, Marcus Aldridge, and Hassan Whiteside all in the starting lineup. Coming off our bench, we got Serge at power forward, Dwight Howard at the 5, D Rose, Rudy Gay, and then Jordan Clarkson. That's honestly a very solid lineup, but we do have good trade assets still. So I'm definitely willing to try and improve. We definitely have some money. Zubac, about 7 mil, I think, right? 7 mil. Chris Boucher, 6.5, but then Kelly Olynyk at 12.5. Moving Kelly Olynyk and Eric Bledsoe. And one of those other guys potentially getting Chris Paul. That would obviously be a very big upgrade. All right, we have Chris Paul here. We have Eric Bledsoe. We need to make up 24 mil. So again, I don't actually know if we'll be able to do this, but we have Zubac. We have Kelly Olynyk. We need his contract. It works for us. We're going to have to... We actually have to do the smallest contracts possible. So yeah, Bane. Then Garrett Temple. So we can actually probably get this done. They have a counter offer. They want this first round pick. We also get JJ Barea. Again, none of this actually matters. Oh my gosh, my controller disconnected. Hold on. All right, we're back. Again, the first round pick doesn't really matter too much to me. We're definitely giving up a lot in this, but I don't actually know if we're going to make another trade after that, because that basically destroys all of our cap space. So the final lineup is looking like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Paul George, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Hassan Whiteside. Then off the bench, we got Serge, D Rose, Rudy Gay, Jordan Clarkson, and then not Chris Boucher. That will be Dwight Howard. We got to give him some minutes. We need to get our centers a few more minutes, so we're going to take a little bit away from Serge. Give that to LaMarcus, or not LaMarcus, sorry. We need Hassan Whiteside getting those minutes. 29, Dwight Howard, give you 18, that's fine. Jordan Clarkson, that's fine. You're back up Kyle Lowry, so. All right, so the average age is 33.333. So we are good. We were going for like 32.1. Honestly, knowing that now, we could make a trade. We could definitely make a trade as a thing now. Like, if I want to upgrade Hassan Whiteside to, like, maybe even Bam. I think we could upgrade Hassan to, like, a Bam or something. Or, like, somebody. I might look into this real fast, and if I don't find anything, then I don't find anything, and the lineup we have is what we'll rock with. But there's potential. It's also like I could, put Chris Boucher into free agency. I'll actually do that right now. Anybody who's not getting minutes is just becoming the oldest guys possible. Tyson Chandler, welcome to the team. So yeah, that basically just helps us out a lot, because we just added what, like 11 years to the team, which is like almost a whole nother. We'll probably be up to 34 now. Okay, so the second half of the season, we did way worse. We probably lost like half of our games in the second half of the season, which is not a good sign. But that's okay. Curry is the MVP. Played for the Pistons, Melo Ball Rookie of the Year. We don't really care about any of this stuff. Looks like we are Coach of the Year. I don't know if he's the coach of the Cavs. But did we get anybody on the All-NBA teams? We did not. Nobody on the defensive teams either. We're obviously not going to have anybody on the rookie team, but we are the first seed. Golden State was the first seed in the West. Let's look at standings here. We were 8 games better than the Pistons, so that's a good sign. Only 5 games better than these Warriors, who, this was De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell. That'd be a crazy duo, especially in like 5 years. If they stuck together, it'd be a crazy duo. I don't think this team is that good, though. Their bigs are not that good. They have Sekou in the starting lineup. Terrence Ross is solid. Dan Tice is all right. I mean, I think they lack depth, especially for, like a solid big man, a really solid big man. Yeah, so they don't really scare me too much. Point differential, obviously not as, well, not obviously, but they weren't as dominant as the younger team was. So that's a little scary. As you see, our record was kind of bad in the second half, so not too happy about that. Paul George led us at almost 22 a game. Kyle Lowry 15. D Rose 15. Chris Paul 14.5, and LaMarcus Aldridge at 14. Rebounds: Hassan Whiteside, Serge, Dwight Howard, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gay all did their things. Assists: we had nice playmaking with Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul. D Rose was nice, and Paul George was solid too. Shooting percentages don't look that bad. 3-point percentages actually look really good for the people who took them. Yeah. Our 3-point shooting was really solid, actually. And D Rose, not 50, 40, 90, but overall pretty solid. That's it there. We are going against the Celtics in the first round, who have, come on, Ntilikina as their starting point guard. Overall, this is actually a pretty solid team. Besides Frank, I would say their starting lineup is really solid, but I think we can take them, simulate round here, and we do beat them in 5. We only beat them by 1 in the closeout, but Paul George drops 33, 6, and 3. D Rose 19, 5, very, very nice. Malik Beasley, I'm assuming, yeah, was their leading scorer at 20. Cody Zeller 19, yeah, okay. We got Brooklyn in the second round here, who have Lou Will, who's someone I forgot to get. DeMar DeRozan I also could have gotten. Kind of sad I didn't get him now. But they have Devin Booker too, Bogdanovich. Yeah, this is a solid team too. Big men wise, not great. I think we're still better than them, but definitely good guards. They won game 1, but then we took the next 2. Hopefully we take this game. We don't. It's 2-2. It's 3-2 us, and hopefully we win this game so I don't have to worry. Oh, and I have to worry. Coach game plan. Let's see. Let's see. If we go to playoff stats, player stats, let's go to the second round here and see who's been cooking. Paul George, D Rose, LaMarcus Aldridge are all cooking. Shooting really well. Serge is actually shooting really well too. Do we move Serge to the starting lineup? Is that what we do? I mean, LaMarcus Aldridge has been doing fine. Yeah, maybe give Dwight Howard less minutes. You know, let Serge do his thing. He's getting a lot of minutes, but he can play both power forward and center, so I'm okay with that. And hopefully that helps it out. And hopefully, yeah, just gets us to the next round. We are going to simulate with Simcast here, and we are looking like we're going to lose this. No, we actually had a huge third quarter. And it looks like that's going to help us take the series. It does. 16-point advantage in that third quarter. We lost every other quarter, though, so it was definitely a close game. But Chris Paul, 23-5. Serge Ibaka, 18-11. Giving him more minutes was definitely the call there. Dwight Howard, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man, but you clearly aren't cooking like Serge is. If we look at... we'll do career stats, yeah. Yeah, he ain't doing anything, man. He might be there for some defense, but overall, yeah, no, he's just not it right now for us. Yeah, not what he used to be, at least. But we got the Sixers in the conference finals. We have Fred VanVleet, Drew Holiday, Anthony Davis. This is a pretty nasty team. I don't know how they got Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday, and Fred VanVleet, and they drafted all of them. This wasn't they didn't trade for either of them, because I was looking at the beginning of the year, and they had all three of these players. DeAndre Jordan's obviously really nice too, so this is definitely a solid team. We did give them JJ Redick. I don't know what trade we made with them. Huh. Yeah, because we had JJ. So I don't know, but this team does make me a little bit nervous. But you know what? We're up 2-0. And we swept them. Okay, I mean, Anthony Davis went off for 34-9, Fred VanVleet 27, Drew Holiday 24. Doesn't look like anybody else did much. While we had Paul George, LaMarcus Aldridge, D Rose, Kyle Lowry, Jordan Clarkson, Serge Ibaka all do really nice. I mean, Serge Ibaka could have been more efficient though, but we got the Lakers here in the final game. If we look at the side-by-side, I don't see why we lose this game. Their only advantage is Joel Embiid at center. And Hassan Whiteside's defense in this game is really solid. We got LaMarcus Aldridge. We got Serge. I mean, we got big guys to go up against Joel Embiid, so I think we should be fine. But we will start simulating game by game just in case. We're up 2-0. I'm not scared. We sweep them. Easy. Paul George, Finals MVP, 21. 3-3, 2.5 steals, 1 block. Shot really efficiently from 3, actually. Closeout game. We actually only won by 1 game, and it looked like that was a really good defensive game. Joel Embiid, we locked down in that final game. What did they do? Overall, this was just a really trash game. Shot 43 to 40%, 30, 33 from 3. So, personally for me, that's not the most entertaining game that could have happened. Paul George could have played a lot better. Serge Ibaka could have shot better. Kyle Lowry could have shot better. And D Rose could have shot, a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. But you know what? At the end of the day, we accomplished the goal. We won the finals. It did seem like it was a little bit harder for this team. We almost did get eliminated in the second round. We did have a really bad second half to the season. If you guys see, first half of the season looked really nice. After this All-Star game, you guys see those L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 losses after the All-Star break, and you're playing a significant less game. So, but yeah, there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the building the oldest team ever to win an NBA championship. We accomplished it. We accomplished the youngest one, and I might put them both in a season together and see what team was superior. Personally, for me, I think the younger team will be superior, but we'll see.